Today, I'm excited to share the project I have been building. This is Polarion AI Assistant. This is a smart solution to help Polarion users and administrators to get instant context accurate answers for the product. And it's taken out of its documentation using LLM and RAG technology. So, as it's Polarion AI Assistant, basically, what is Polarion? So, Polarion ALM is an application lifecycle management tool by Siemens, widely used for managing software development lifecycle with traceability and cross-functional team collaboration in software development projects. As a long-time Polarion user and a product architect, I have also been using this product for a long time, and I have seen that how users struggle in initial time to find a specific configuration or steps which can be quickly taken up if with the help of documentation or if anybody is experienced. But for new people, that is very difficult to find out. So imagine like you were also a new user in complex tool like Polarion, and you have got a deadlines like features to configure, and you need one clear answer for your question, but instead you are just scrolling through like thousands of pages of PDF of document, and then you're trying to find out who is admin and who if in your team and who can help out with the configuration. For Polarion admins and users, like a simple question, how to personalize your navigation overview. To find this question, you might to scroll through the documents and find out, and it might take your 15 minutes or 20 minutes to find the answer or find the person who can answer your question. The documentation is very vast and distributed, making it hard to quickly find the specific information. Even if you find it, it would take some time, and that time taking process ultimately increases the onboarding efforts for the new users as well as slows down your team. So that's why I there is a need of intelligent assistant which can help us with quick and accurate answers for your questions and the steps to go through. So when I asked myself, like, what if there was a smart assistant that understood Polarian and that didn't just give the answer, but read from the documentation, official documentation, and give you not just the answers, but the citation, like from where and which page it has found out the answer. That's how I built this Polarian AI assistant, a retrieval-augmented-generation application that answers users' admins queries accurately using the embedded product documentation. Let me quickly walk you through like what is the architecture of this AI assistant. So first is like our indexer. We take the Polarian PDF documentation and convert it into Markdown using GPT-4o model, and with the OCR fallback for the scanned image heavy content. This ensures we captures all the relevant information. The Markdown is then passed through the chunking process and embedded using OpenAI's text embedding 3 small model, and the vectorized chunked contents are stored in the quadrant vector store in collection. Then the middle block is basically about when the user asks a question via chat interface, the system retrieves most relevant chunks from the quadrant. We pass those into a structured prompt template, which enforces ground rules like use only context, do not made up the answer, and cite the documentation properly, like page numbers. Uh, for this, actually, the prompt will be processed through a GPT-4o mini chat model we are using. The response is not only shown to the user, but it actually evaluates using the GPT 4.1 mini model through Langsmith. There are some custom evaluators developed that scores faithfulness and relevance, and the response is generated. And finally, the assistant will return with the answers and evaluation score. Uh, this pipeline basically ensures that the trusted documentations are there, verified outputs are there, and the frictionless chat interface using Chainlit for Polarian users. So currently this supports natural language querying, like enabling users to ask question conversationally, RAG-based answering to ensure that responses are precise and backed by real documentation, quadrant integration to retrieve the most important information from the vector search, chainlit powered UI for a seamless interaction with the users, and cited responses helping user to trust and verify the answer in the documentation, and automated responses evaluation via Langsmith, scoring each answer for faithfulness to the source and then relevance to the query. With this, I would like to jump to the demo and we'll see how actually it works. So this is my simple Chainlit UI for Polarion AI Assistant. So let us ask some simple questions like for any new user in Polarion, the first question would be like how to personalize its navigation overview. So if I ask this, it would take a couple of seconds as it is generating the answer with the evaluation. So it would take around 5 to 6 seconds to generate, and it will give the answer with the supporting details. Like if that is a configuration, it will give you the steps to configure with the details and some additional information, as well as the page number for citation, like where exactly you can find and verify your answer. The evaluation score is based on faithfulness, relevance, and clarity. Is at the back end LLM is used for judgment, and it's around 95%. So yeah, with this, I would like to just go back to my presentation and we'll move to the next. So yeah, the evaluation as I talked about. Accuracy actually matters. So every answer is evaluated using a custom LLM based evaluator. We can see here the faithfulness is like basically checking the if the answer is sticking to the context or supported by the right context. Relevancy is basically does it directly actually addressing the question, and clarity is like if the answer is concise, structured, and formatted. So scores are calculated and shown after the every answer. So how do I define a success here? So after building and testing the assistant, what did we really achieve? Well, actually, let us go back to the problem and see. Previously, users had to scroll through like thousands of pages and wait on the admins to you know, get the answer or seek some help and find the answer. That took around like couple of minutes for simple question, but sometimes it's a complex configuration which might take more time, and it's overall like slow onboarding for the new users we have observed. So with this now, with this assistant, we can the assistant actually supports the natural language queries. So just ask your question and get the exact answer with the citation in under 10 seconds. So the assistant supports zero dependency on any admin based on their bandwidths and all. So no more bottlenecks. The assistant actually supports consistent answers every time, no ambiguity and no guesswork. So, what used to be slow, dependent, and frustrating is now like instant, independent, and accurate. So, this is how I measure the success for this RAG application. This is just a beginning. This is my first phase where I have built a simple rack for user configuration, user module of the Polarion, but I have a plan to expand it to the other documentation coverage like administration part, integration, as well as installation part, other modules of Polarion. Integrating it with actual Polarion UI as an assistant chatbot for a quick access from UI, that is another a phase and plan. And if in case I could implement the multimodal support for handling better images and the diagram as well as some screenshot based question answer system, that is also another thing in the roadmap. And with that, if analytics and usage insights could give some better approach for the frequently asked questions, and if we can improve the documentation and training materials as well, that would also be helpful. So that's in the plan. So actually with this, by solving like a very real pain point inside the technical platform like Polarion, I have built this proof of concept assistant that is like practical, trustworthy, and helpful for any Polarion users. So this is not just a chatbot, it is like a new way of learning and navigating technical systems. Thank you.